Hello! Welcome back, everyone, to the Linguasphere Academy podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sam, right here with you. So glad you're with us again.
I was thinking about something this morning. I was making my breakfast, and I realized I do the same thing every day. Same cereal, same banana, same cup of tea.
Haha, nothing wrong with a good routine, but tell me, is that what you actually like to do, or is it just what you're used to?
That's a great question. I think it's what I'm used to. But if I really think about what I like to do, I love trying new recipes on weekends.
Oh, really? I didn't know you cooked.
I'm not a chef or anything, but on Saturday mornings, I like to make something different. Pancakes, omelets, sometimes even bread from scratch.
That sounds wonderful. There's something special about making food with your own hands.
Exactly. And it got me thinking about how important it is to talk about what we like to do. It's how we connect with people.
Today, our topic is talk about what you like to do. We're going to learn how to express our hobbies, interests, and passions in English.
Whether you love reading, hiking, cooking, watching shows, or just relaxing, you'll learn the words to talk about it.
By the end of this episode, you'll be able to tell people what you love to do and ask them about their interests.
As always, we'll speak clearly and keep it friendly. Lots of examples, lots of laughs.
So get comfortable. Let's start with the most basic question. What do you like to do?
The simplest answer is, I like to or I enjoy.
I like to weed. I enjoy cooking. I love hiking.
You can also say, I'm into, which is a casual way to say you're interested in something.
I'm into photography. I'm into fitness. I'm into learning languages.
Another phrase is, I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of science fiction. I'm a big fan of board games.
You can also say, I'm passionate about, for things you really love. I'm passionate about baking. I'm passionate about helping animals.
Now, let's learn some vocabulary for different hobbies and interests. We'll go category by category.
First, outdoor activities. These are things you do outside, in nature or in the fresh air.
Hiking is very popular. You walk on trails in the mountains or forests. I love hiking on weekends. It clears my mind.
Camping is when you sleep outside in a tent. My family goes camping every summer. We cook over a fire and look at the stars.
Fishing is sitting by a river or lake trying to catch fish. My dad taught me how to fish when I was young. It's very relaxing.
Gardening is growing plants, flowers, or vegetables. I have a small vegetable garden. There's nothing like eating tomatoes you grew yourself.
Cycling is riding a bike. I cycle to work when the weather is nice. It's good exercise and better than sitting in traffic.
Running is a great way to stay fit. I'm not a fast runner, but I enjoy jogging in the park. It gives me energy.
Walking is simple but underrated. I like to take a walk after dinner. It helps me digest and clears my head.
Birdwatching is observing birds in nature. My grandmother loves birdwatching. She can name every bird she sees.
Photography is taking pictures. I'm into nature photography. I love capturing sunsets and landscapes.
Now let's talk about indoor activities. These are things you do inside your home.
Reading is one of the most common hobbies. I read before bed every night. It helps me relax and fall asleep.
Cooking is preparing food. I love trying new recipes. Last week, I made a Moroccan tagine for the first time.
Baking is making bread, cakes, cookies, and pastries. I bake when I'm stressed. There's something therapeutic about measuring flour and sugar.
Drawing is creating pictures with pencils or pens. I used to draw a lot as a child. Now I only draw occasionally.
Painting is using paints like watercolor or acrylic. My sister is an amazing painter. She paints landscapes and portraits.
Writing can be stories, poems, journals, or even letters. I keep a journal. I write down my thoughts every evening.
Knitting is making clothes from yarn. My grandmother taught me to knit. I've made several scarves and blankets.
Sewing is making clothes or fixing clothes. I mend my own clothes. It saves money and it's satisfying.
Puzzles are a great way to pass the time. I love jigsaw puzzles. My family does one together every winter.
Board games are fun with friends or family. We have game night every Friday. Our favorite is a strategy game that takes hours.
Card games are also popular. I play cards with my grandfather. He always wins, but it's fun.
Chess is a classic board game of strategy. I'm not very good at chess, but I enjoy the mental challenge.
Now, let's talk about learning activities. These hobbies help you grow your mind.
Learning languages is a fantastic hobby. I'm learning English, obviously, but I also want to learn Spanish someday.
Studying history can be fascinating. I love reading about ancient civilizations. The Romans and Egyptians are so interesting.
Reading nonfiction helps you learn about the world. I read biographies of famous people. I love learning about their lives.
Watching documentaries is a great way to learn. I watch nature documentaries. The photography is amazing.
Taking online courses is easier than ever. I took a free online course about photography. It was really helpful.
Attending workshops can be fun and educational. I went to a pottery workshop last year. I made a very ugly bowl, but I had fun.
Now let's talk about social activities. These are things you do with other people.
Meeting friends for coffee is a simple joy. I meet my best friend every Sunday for coffee. We talk for hours.
Having dinner with family is a tradition for many. We have a big family dinner every Friday night. Everyone comes over.
Playing team sports like football, basketball, or volleyball. I play volleyball with a group from work. We're not good, but we have fun.
Volunteering is a meaningful way to spend time. I volunteer at an animal shelter on weekends. I walk the dogs and play with the cats.
Attending community events like festivals or markets. There's a farmer's market near my house every Saturday. I love going.
Book clubs are great for people who love reading. I'm in a book club. We meet once a month to discuss what we read.
Now, let's talk about relaxing activities. These are things you do to rest and recharge.
Watching shows or movies is very common. After work, I like to watch a show to unwind. I don't watch anything too serious.
Listening to podcasts is educational and relaxing. I listen to podcasts while I cook or clean. It makes chores less boring.
Taking naps is underrated as a hobby. I love a good nap on a rainy afternoon. It's so peaceful.
Meditating helps calm the mind. I try to meditate for 10 minutes every morning. It sets a good tone for the day.
Doing yoga is good for the body and mind. I do yoga at home following videos. I'm not flexible, but I'm improving.
Stretching is simple but beneficial. I stretch before bed every night. It helps me sleep better.
Sitting in nature is free and restorative. I like to sit on my balcony with a cup of tea and just watch the world go by.
Now, let's talk about creative activities. These let you express yourself.
Drawing and painting we already mentioned, but there are many other creative hobbies.
Writing stories is a wonderful creative outlet. I write short stories in my free time. No one reads them, but I enjoy the process.
Making crafts like greeting cards or decorations. I make handmade cards for birthdays. People appreciate them more than store-bought ones.
Building models of cars, planes, or ships. My brother builds model airplanes. He has a whole collection hanging from his ceiling.
Woodworking is making things from wood. My father built a table for our dining room. It's not perfect, but it's special because he made it.
Pottery is working with clay. I tried pottery once. It's harder than it looks. My bowl came out lopsided.
Calligraphy is beautiful handwriting. My aunt does calligraphy for wedding invitations. Her writing looks like art.
Now let's learn how to describe how often you do these things.
You can say, I read every day, I cook once a week, I go hiking on weekends.
I try to exercise 3 times a week. I practice English whenever I have free time.
I'm not very consistent, but I try to paint when I can. I do yoga when I remember.
You can also say, I used to do that a lot, but now I don't have as much time. That's a great phrase. It shows that your interests can change over time.
I used to play football every weekend, but now I prefer hiking. My knees can't handle the running.
I used to love reading fiction, but now I read mostly nonfiction. I want to learn new things.
When I was younger, I enjoyed drawing. Now I don't have time, but I miss it.
It's normal for interests to evolve. That's part of growing and changing.
Now let's talk about why you like something. This is what makes conversations interesting.
I like reading because it helps me relax. I enjoy cooking because I like creating something delicious.
I like hiking because it gets me outside and clears my head.
I'm really into photography because I love capturing moments.
I play board games because it's fun to do with friends.
I garden because I love watching things grow.
I run because it makes me feel strong and healthy.
Sharing the why makes your answer more personal and engaging.
Now let's practice a conversation about hobbies. Hey Sam, what do you like to do in your free time?
I love reading. I read almost every night before bed. It helps me wind down.
That's nice. What kind of books do you like?
I'm really into mysteries and thrillers. I love trying to figure out the ending before the detective does.
Oh, me too. Do you have a favorite author?
I've been reading a lot of Agatha Christie lately. Her books are classic. The twists are so clever.
I need to read more. I spent too much time on my phone.
Don't we all? What do you like to do?
I like cooking. On weekends, I try to make something new.
That's fun. What's your specialty?
I make a pretty good pasta dish, and I'm learning to bake bread.
Bread from scratch? That's impressive. Isn't it hard?
It's not as hard as you think. You just need patience. The dough has to rise for hours.
Maybe I'll try it sometime. Do you use a bread machine?
No, I do it by hand. It's more satisfying. There's something magical about turning flour and water into bread.
You're making me hungry.
Sorry. What can I say? I love food.
See how natural that conversation is? Just two friends sharing what they love.
Now let's talk about how to ask other people about their interests.
What do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies?
How do you like to spend your free time? What do you do to relax?
Do you have any hobbies? What are you into these days?
Is there anything you've been wanting to try? What do you do when you're not working?
These questions show that you're interested in the other person, and people love to talk about themselves.
Now let's talk about how to answer when you don't have a hobby. Some people feel embarrassed if they don't have a real hobby.
But everyone has things they enjoy. They just might not think of them as hobbies.
I don't have any special hobbies. I just like to relax at home.
I enjoy spending time with my family. I like watching shows after work.
I enjoy trying new restaurants. I like going for walks.
Those are all valid. You don't need to have a fancy or impressive hobby.
Now let's talk about hobbies that are also productive.
Some hobbies teach you skills, like cooking, gardening, writing, coding, woodworking.
You can say, I like cooking because it saves money and it's healthier than eating out.
I enjoy gardening because I love growing my own food. It's so satisfying to eat something you grew.
I'm learning to code. It's challenging but rewarding. I hope to build my own website someday.
I practice calligraphy. It's relaxing, and I can make nice cards for people.
These hobbies have benefits beyond just fun. They build useful skills.
Now let's talk about hobbies that are just for fun.
And that's perfectly fine too. Not everything has to be productive.
I love watching shows. It's my way of relaxing after a long day.
I enjoy playing video games. It helps me unwind and forget about work.
I enjoy scrolling through funny videos. It makes me laugh, and laughter is good for you.
I enjoy napping. Some people think it's lazy, but I think it's restful.
There's no shame in having hobbies that are just enjoyable. You don't have to be productive every moment.
Now let's talk about how hobbies change over time.
What you liked as a teenager might not be what you like now. That's normal.
I used to play football every weekend, but now I prefer hiking. My knees can't handle the running.
I used to love reading fiction, but now I read mostly nonfiction. I want to learn new things.
When I was younger, I enjoyed drawing. Now I don't have time, but I miss it.
I used to collect stamps as a child. I had hundreds of them. I don't know where they are now.
It's normal for interests to evolve. That's part of growing and changing as a person.
Now let's talk about how to find new hobbies.
Sometimes we feel stuck. We do the same things over and over and feel bored.
If you want to try something new, start small. Use the 2-minute rule.
I've been wanting to learn photography. I'm going to start by just using my phone camera and taking one photo a day.
I'm thinking about taking a cooking class. There's a community center near me that offers cheap classes.
I might join a walking group on weekends. It would be nice to walk with other people.
I want to try gardening. I bought one small plant to see if I can keep it alive.
The 2-minute rule applies here too. Just start with 2 minutes. You don't have to become an expert overnight.
And remember habit stacking. Attach your new hobby to something you already do.
After I make my morning tea, I will water my plant. Before I watch my evening show, I'll read for 5 minutes.
Focus on the process, not the outcome. Don't worry about becoming a master. Just enjoy the doing.
Use visual tracking. Put an X on your calendar every day you do your new hobby. Don't break the chain.
And be kind to yourself with the never miss twice rule. If you miss a day, that's okay. Just don't miss 2 in a row.
Now let's bring back Maya. Maya is trying to find a hobby.
Maya feels like she doesn't have any interests. She works, comes home, watches shows, sleeps, repeat.
She wants to find something she's passionate about, but she doesn't know where to start.
She decides to start small. She buys one small plant, a little succulent that's hard to kill.
She learns how to take care of it, when to water it, how much sun it needs.
She enjoys it. It feels good to take care of something living. So she buys another plant, then another.
Soon, she has a small garden on her balcony. 5 plants, then 10. She loves it.
She didn't plan to become a gardener. She just started with one plant, and that one plant led to another and another.
That's how hobbies begin. Small. Then they grow naturally when you enjoy them.
Maya now has something to talk about. I love gardening. I have 12 plants now. My favorite is a fern that's gotten huge.
And when people ask her about it, she has stories. I almost killed my succulent once, but I saved it. Now it's thriving.
She has new conversations, new connections, all from one small plant.
That's the power of having something you like to do. It gives you something to share.
Now let's learn some useful phrases for talking about hobbies.
Expressing enthusiasm. I absolutely love. I'm crazy about. I can't get enough of. I'm obsessed with.
I absolutely love baking bread. There's nothing like the smell of fresh bread in the house.
I'm crazy about hiking. I go every chance I get.
I can't get enough of board games. I have a whole closet full of them.
I'm obsessed with photography. I take my camera everywhere.
Expressing moderate interest. I quite like. I enjoy. It's okay, I guess. I do it to pass the time.
I quite like gardening, but I don't have much time for it.
I enjoy cooking, but only simple things.
It's okay, I guess. I do it to pass the time.
I do it from time to time, but I'm not very good at it.
Expressing that you want to start something. I've always wanted to try. I'm thinking about taking up. I'm hoping to learn. I'd love to get into.
I've always wanted to try pottery. It looks so relaxing.
I'm thinking about taking up running. I need to get more exercise.
I'm hoping to learn how to fix things around the house.
I'd love to get into photography, but good cameras are expensive.
Expressing that you used to do something. I used to. I was really into, but not anymore. I haven't done that in years.
I used to play the guitar, but I stopped when I got busy with work.
I was really into drawing, but not anymore. I lost interest somehow.
I haven't gone fishing in years. I should go again sometime.
Inviting someone to join you. You should come with me sometime. We should go together. Let me know if you want to try it.
You should come hiking with me this weekend. There's a beautiful trail near here.
We should go to a board game cafe together. They have hundreds of games.
Let me know if you want to try baking bread. I can teach you.
These phrases will make your conversations more natural and engaging.
Now let's practice a conversation where someone invites a friend to join a hobby.
Hey, Alex, I've been getting into hiking lately. There's a trail near my house that's really nice.
Really? I've never been hiking before. Is it hard?
Not at all. This trail is easy. It's mostly flat and only takes about an hour.
I don't have the right shoes.
Just wear comfortable sneakers. You don't need special equipment to start.
Okay, what time should we go?
Let's meet at 9 a.m. on Saturday. We'll be back by lunch.
Sounds good. I'll try it. Thanks for inviting me.
Great. I think you'll love it. The views are beautiful.
See? That's how new hobbies start, with an invitation from a friend.
Now, let's talk about hobbies and language learning. This is why you're here.
Learning English can be a hobby too. It doesn't have to feel like work or a chore.
I enjoy learning English. I listen to podcasts on my way to work.
I like watching shows in English with subtitles. It's fun and educational.
I practice with a language partner once a week. We chat about our days and help each other.
I read books in English. It's slow, but I'm getting better.
I write in a journal every night in English, just a few sentences about my day.
When you think of it as a hobby, it becomes more fun. You're not forcing yourself. You're doing something you enjoy.
And consistency becomes easier. You look forward to it instead of dreading it.
Now let's talk about hobbies that you can do alone.
Some people prefer solo activities. They like the quiet and the independence.
I like to read alone. It's my quiet time. No one bothers me.
I like going for walks by myself. It clears my head and helps me think.
I like cooking alone. I can focus on the recipe and not worry about anyone else.
I meditate by myself every morning. It's my time to just breathe.
You don't need other people to enjoy your hobbies. Solitude can be beautiful.
Now, let's talk about hobbies you do with others.
Some hobbies are better with company. They build relationships and create memories.
I love playing board games with friends. The laughter and competition are the best parts.
I enjoy team sports like football. Being part of a team feels good.
I like having dinner parties with family. Cooking for people I love makes me happy.
I volunteer with a group. We work together and help people. It's meaningful.
These activities build relationships. They create shared memories that last.
Now let's talk about how hobbies can become careers.
Some people turn their passion into their job. It's not easy, but it's possible.
I loved baking, so I started selling cookies online. Now I have a small business.
I was into photography, and now I do it professionally for weddings and events.
I enjoyed writing, so I started a blog. Now I write for a living.
I loved fitness, so I became a personal trainer. I help people reach their goals.
Not everyone wants to do that, and that's fine. A hobby can just be a hobby.
But if you love something, it's worth considering. You never know where it might lead.
Now let's talk about how to respect other people's hobbies.
Even if you don't understand someone's hobby, respect it. Don't make fun of it.
You collect stamps? That's interesting. Tell me about it.
You like birdwatching? I've never tried it. What do you enjoy about it?
You knit? That's cool. How long have you been doing it?
Don't judge. Just be curious. Ask questions. You might learn something new.
And you might even discover that you share an interest you didn't know about.
Now, let's talk about hobbies and mental health.
Having something you enjoy is good for your mind. It reduces stress. It gives you something to look forward to.
It provides a sense of accomplishment. When you finish a project or learn a new skill, you feel proud.
It builds confidence. You prove to yourself that you can learn and grow.
It connects you to others. Hobbies are often how we meet people who share our interests.
So don't underestimate the power of a simple hobby. It can change your life.
Now let's bring back Maya one more time. Maya now has her plants. She also started taking walks in the park near her apartment.
She joined a local walking group she found online. She met new people, and now she has walking friends.
She feels happier, less lonely, more connected to her community.
All because she decided to try one small thing. One plant, one walk, one invitation.
She didn't become a master gardener or a marathon walker. She just started.
And that made all the difference.
Now, here's your challenge for this week.
Write down 3 things you like to do. They can be big or small. Reading, walking, cooking, watching shows, talking to friends, anything.
Then, practice saying them out loud. I like to read. I enjoy walking. I love cooking.
Then, if you're brave, tell someone, a friend, a family member, or in the comments below.
Then, come back and tell us in the comments. What do you like to do? What makes you happy?
We read every comment. Your hobbies inspire us and other listeners. We love learning about what makes you tick.
Remember, you don't need to have impressive hobbies. You don't need to be the best at anything.
You just need to have something you enjoy, something that makes you feel alive.
That something makes you who you are. It gives you stories to share and connections to make.
Thank you for spending this time with us. We'll be back next week with another topic.
Until then, do something you love, even if it's just for 5 minutes, even if it's just today.
And hey, before you go, if this episode made you think about your hobbies, please hit that subscribe button. It's free and it means we can keep making these encouraging episodes.
Yes, please. And leave us a comment. What do you like to do in your free time? We'd love to know.
We read every comment. Your hobbies inspire us and other listeners.
Subscribe, comment, share. It helps more people talk about what they love.
Thanks again, everyone. Now go do something you enjoy.
Bye for now.
Bye.